day, everyone. Yes, guess who's back? Back again. Yes, it is me. Your eyes and ears are not tricking you. It is actually me, and I am back. So, what you see in front of you is just an old painting which I did years ago when I started experimenting with some acrylic pours. And I got, let me just grab some alcohol, wipe my hands. So obviously it went wrong, and I covered it with some clear resin. And you know, when I was moving, I saw that it was still alive. It's canvas. So what I did was, it was a little bit bowed in the middle. I just popped in, actually jammed in a little piece of, well, the right size, just in the middle. It's about that. I don't want to flip it now because I've leveled it perfectly. Well, we shall see. So it's about that wide, and I just needed to lift the middle up a little bit. And because it was kind of still not even, I shoved in just a little piece of, oh bugger it, I'll show you. So, okay, let's see. There it is, right there. Okay, so up the top here, I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? There it is. You can see a little piece of, one little stirring stick or popsicle stick, just like that. I just shoved it in, and that helped kind of lift it as well. It just made it a bit tighter, I suppose. So I hope it's all right. Now, where's my leveler? We're just going to hope for it because I don't want to carry on for too long. So I've asked the group, my group, and if you're not a member of it, please join us. It's called the Fluid Art Community, Fluid Art Community with Suzana Dancks. So I've asked the members there to give me some suggestions about colours, and they did. So I'm using, most of them said, you know, autumn colours, or fall rather, and some of them have said spring colours because it's spring in Australia. So I'm going to do a bit of both now. And I was going to do this much earlier, but my little dog is not feeling the best. She's got glaucoma, she's blind, completely blind and deaf, and probably in a lot of pain. She's got other kind of health issues which really don't help. So I've just, what I popped in here is Le'Rez Lucky Green. This is what it looks like, because I was asked to do greens, and I don't use green a lot, although I was experimenting with the green years ago. So, and all of these are new because I didn't have them. And this one is red copper. It's another metallic, so both of these are metallics. I'm gonna pop that in. So I'm thinking of a theme, you know. I want to do a little bit of a like a landscapey type, and then put a tree in there because people have asked for a few different things, so I'm going to try and combine it. Now, for those of you who buy Le'Rez products, when you get a pigment, see, this one's okay, but sometimes some of them come completely solid, and I think that's because, well, I know that's because of the cold weather that we've been having. So what you do in that case, this one's okay now, I've stirred it. What you do is you just get your heat gun, wave it over it a little bit, and it should loosen it. But the safer way to do it is just get a little bowl of water, warm water, and then pop it in and just leave it there for a little while, and it'll loosen up. So there's no problem at all. I've had a few people that asked me about a couple of pigments, a couple of particular pigments that tend to do it. So anyway, let's grab some of this. About 5% is going in. I will add more if I need to. This pigment is called Nemo, and it's an orange one. I also rarely use orange, but I will pop it in there because it's kind of a, it comes in a different jar. It comes in a jar like this, but I've got them in these little jars. That's that. Then I'm going to use some sunflower yellow pigment powder, and I'm going to mix, so you can put as much as you want of that inside, because it's a little bit on a transparent side and it won't matter. And I've got some bright gold. I don't have this in the shop. I might get some. You actually can't see how bright that is, just because I want to get some little bit of kind of a metal luster in there. So there, that went in the same cup with the yellow, those two. So that one and that one went in together. And I've got a little bit of white. I don't want to use too much white, and I've also got a blue, which I probably won't use actually. So I'm just going to mix these now, and then it's going to be very, very, very simple, and it turned out really cool in my head last night while I was thinking about it. And I can't remember the names now of all the people who have suggested. There's quite a few of them, which was lovely. So look at that. Look at what I've got. It's a real beautiful pearly metallic kind of pigment. So you can do that, and you can add more now if you want. You can also, once they're in resin like this, add some epoxy pigment paste and adjust the color if you want. I could put some metallic gold in there, some of my molten gold, but I won't. I really like it as it is. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to mix everything, and then I'll come back. Just before I go, I'm using Mad Artist resin. I really love it because it works really, really well for me. That's why I use it, and I sell it. I've got a few actually in stock, so if you want some, then pop in the shop. So here we go, beautiful orange. I will be back shortly. Okay, so just wanted to show you this Lucky Green. It's a metallic. It's my own mix. Most of, well, actually all of the metallics are my own product that I mix myself with love. And most of the matte pigments as well are also my own product. So check this out. How beautiful is that? You're not even getting it. You get a little bit of sunshine in that green. It's so awesome. So alright, so I've mixed my 4 colors, and I've got a little bit of resin left in this little cup for, you know, later. Also wanted to show you what I do. This is just a jumbo size stirring stick, and I reuse them. This is the 3rd time I use them. It's perfectly beautiful to use. So there you go, that's all I do. It's got some extra strength because it had resin, and you know, each time I flip it around the other side, and there you go, it looks like brand new. So I'll put that aside, and let's start. Right, so I'm going to start with this golden one. I'm going to have to stand up for that one. Sorry about the glare here. It's night time and I've got my big lights on. Just making sure that this is mixed properly, and I think it is. It's going to be very simple. I'm not going to use a lot of manipulating, but yeah, I've said that before. So we don't know. We shall see. Start up here a little bit. Just doing lines. And I might need some more resin, but let's see, not sure. I'll use my hands to move these up or down, and I might leave a little bit in the cup, just enough to, you know, just in case I need some more. So I will use my matte color now down here. There's no resin other than this dried up, cured resin years and years ago. So there's no the surface is dry. I'm going to use up all of that orange, and you can see the difference between the matte and the pearl luster, and they do create effects, and I'm going to try to minimize the movement. I'm so excited that I get to do this. I haven't done any art in so long. Been so busy doing boring stuff like moving and packing and unpacking and moving other people and packing, unpacking them. Oh my god. Anyway, so here comes this red copper. It is a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous color. It can be transparent if you do a thin layer of it, and I can see that that's moving towards there. So I'm going to have to, regardless of all my leveling, I'm going to have to fix it up. I'm going to leave a tiny bit in there as well. Might need a line somewhere. So the easiest way, you just pop something up here, and that should stop that movement a little bit. Pop that one under here. You know, no matter how well I level it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the green down here. And I love these coffee cups because they're made out of, you know, paper. So they're really easy to squeeze like this. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm really not into greens that much, but I love this green. So I thought if I don't do a painting today, it's going to be a little bit tricky to do it because I'm until Friday. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow I have to move things around in here because on Thursday my air conditioning installer people are coming to install an air conditioner in here, which I need. I'm going to need an exhaust fan, so it's still all, you know, happening slowly but surely, but I definitely need those things in here. Righto, so let's get, that one's leaking a bit. No, please don't. Maybe I should actually leave that out. I don't want it leaking. Right, so here we go. Just going to spread this. It was quite warm today, so resin is thickening a little bit quicker for me, but that's fine because we've got a really good tool which can help that, and that's the heat gun. So that's what I'm doing. I do want them to fall over the sides, but if they don't, that's okay because I can always paint the sides, right? So we've got that there. Look at that. How cool is that? Let's go now with the yellow, and I'm getting some of that beautiful, gorgeous sunshine into my yellow. Sorry, my orange. So I'm doing swipes back and forth, back and forth. And I'm trying to make it quite thick there because I don't want to show this painting underneath, and you can see it there, so that's what I'm doing. So far so good. I want to take some of that, put it up here. I actually got inspired by my brand new Duna cover, which has these colors, and I will show it to you in a second. It's in my other phone. I took a photo of it for reference, but I'm doing my own thing now, just using those kinds of colors. So this red copper is transparent, and you can see those colors underneath there, so we're going to try and fix that. There's going to be a little bit of movement, so Here we go. You can definitely see it underneath it, which is cool. I want to see what's going to happen when I put those two together. Okay. Oh, I've got a lot of leakage down here. Not happy with that at all. So I'm going to pop a stick up here, and I'm going to collect, hopefully I'll be able to collect some of these, pop them in there. I've got plastic, so it's okay. I've actually got a couple of layers of plastic. Oh no, that just dripped on the floor. Good one. I'm going to just use up all of that because it's quite gorgeous. Okay, that's done. Let me just clean the floor for a second before I step in it. That would not be cool. Now that's been on the floor, it can stay there. Right, so here we go. Keep going like so. I don't think I need any white on here at all, so I'm going to use that bit of clear to add some more, possibly that red copper. And I want to see how these two mix. What do I get? Very transparent. Both of them. When you do it like this. But if I painted over that and just spray painted it or something, you wouldn't see that. Wouldn't be a problem at all. But because those colors underneath are so bright, that's why this is happening. But look how gorgeous that green is. Oh my god. I just love playing with it because each time you swipe over, you're getting some really cool stuff happening there. So let's go with this red. It's actually not bad at all. Still leaking under there. Come on. Help me out here. Right. So what I'm going to do is, oh, there's a little bit of that green left. I'm going to mix, actually get some of this yellow and see what happens if I go over here like that with this gorgeous yellow gold, which I have mixed. You've seen me do it. That actually does look pretty cool. And I will put a tree, so there's going to be another part to this video. I just want to pop something on YouTube for you guys so you can see that I am actually doing something artsy. And just do a little swipe. Could even leave it like that, I don't mind. Or you can just do a little swipe like that. So beautiful, just mixing all of them together and getting that lovely transition, just like a bit of a sunset, red sunset. And down here what we get is some land. Oh, look at that. Mix that golden yellow with that lucky green, and look what you get. How gorgeous is that? Oh my god. There you go. I can see another color coming. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning, that. I hope you can see it. I'll bring you down closer so you can have a better look. Just picking up some more of that and just pulling it down the sides. Yeah, definitely doing that. Feels very sort of sticky, but it feels good. Feels great. I'm going to take this glove off and get rid of it just down there. For now, I'll put another glove on in a second because my hand's quite, you know, sweaty. Not sweaty, just, you know, it gets like that when you take your glove off. It's okay, it's not too bad. I'm just going to get some more of that red. Pop it in there. Actually, I won't. I'm going to get some more of this mix. The gold and the yellow. And extend that down here a little bit more. I like it. I really do. So here we go. I can do it straight in there. So here we go with the bright gold. Might be easier to put it in this here. Some of this sunflower yellow, and I'm going to put more of it in there. Now it's going to be a bit tricky to mix now because it's quite full this, so what I'm going to do is just pop it in there. Just be careful. Pigments flying everywhere. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Whoops, you can't. Sorry. Bring it a bit closer. Try not to mess things up. So that's what I'm doing, just pouring some of that, or all of that resin in there. And because this is so yucky now, I'm going to get rid of it. And give it a mix. Just a stir. I'm doing it quite roughly. Shouldn't really. Should take it easy, but I've got a big cup and it's it's okay. So here we go. Probably a slightly different shade, but that doesn't matter. So I'm going to add more up here. So I want to extend that and give that a little bit extra whoosh. I'm going to put a little bit more down here because it gives it that really nice transition. And more down here. All of this is going to go down here. Okay, and that is going to be nicely blended with my lucky green. So there you have it. You can mix your own colors like this. Play with it. So the metallics with the matte colors, or metallics with metallics. There you go. That is done now. There's a tiny wee bit of green left here, which I'm going to pour over here. Just like that, because I want it to be a little bit dark too. Right, so now you can use the swiping tool, or you can use your hands, or you can just go around with this, and you can see that that is already starting to thicken. So you can make a different kind of design by doing it this way. And I will give it a little bit of torch or a heat gun, not sure yet. So there you go, I can just do it like that. This up here, I definitely want that to be blending. So I'm blending it with my fingers, bringing it up to the edge here, because it is moving away from the edge, which is kind of annoying. And just mixing those a little bit, just bringing it up in certain areas, just to make it like a bit of a, yeah, you get something different now. Okay, just playing now. Well, I love doing that. I just want to bring it up here. It's not going to be a perfectly straight, flat ground, you know. Okay, here we go. That. Definitely want to have that yellow up the top like that. Okay, so there we go. That is my background. make sure that's covered nicely. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just going to go down a little bit with my fingers to cover the sides, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe my hands because I want that golden to be, come on, get out, my hands well, so that I've got a clean glove now, and I just want to do the edge of this side with just gold. Now I don't know if I've got any drippage down there. Doesn't look like it, but that's it. That's going to be my background, and it looks stunning. It was so simple to do. What is this? Okay, I will give it a little bit of let's torch it first and see what it does. Might get my big torch. Seen better days, that's for sure. Just to pop the bubbles. Loosen it up a little bit. And then I might just give it a little heat gun as well. Here we go, just on a low setting. Okay, liking that so far. There's a couple of things that I want to fix. I can see it looks like little cells. Oh, are they? Well, they are cells because they're not bubbles really. So let's see if I can, not that one. Pull a line because it's a single color there. Got cells there. Didn't plan to do that, but I got it anyways, which is pretty cool. And I've got some of that red left, see, which I'm going to just follow that line there. And I also want to cover some of this, and that will blend nicely. Maybe put a little bit of that red, well I don't have a lot, up here, just to break that orange a little bit. And then I'm going to give it a little bit more heat. Oh my goodness, look what just happened. Totally on purpose, not. What I have to do now is just, see how it's loosened it? Beautifully. So that's just a bit of powder that fell down there. I'm just mixing it in with the green. And I'm giving this, I can't help myself, some lines. I love my lines. And somebody asked me on YouTube, when do you know, how do you know when to stop? Is it intuition? My word, it's intuition. And as long as you feel that you're not thinking about it, you just keep going, it's okay. When you start thinking, maybe I should stop now, that's when you definitely need to stop, maybe 5 minutes before that. So if you are not thinking about it. You're just going with it, adding things, pulling lines like I'm doing it. It's okay. Things are changing. I've got some nice cells happening there, and you just keep going with it. If you start analysing and saying, oh, maybe I need to do this, maybe I need to do that, don't. Stop, relax, walk away for 5 minutes, and then you'll be fine. You'll be glad that you walked away, because you can always, you know, fix things if you don't overdo it. I'm just going to pull this very gently because that powder's still sitting up there. There, you can fix this real easy. There we go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, a little bit more heat gun now, just to make effects. Okay, there's something in there that's not supposed to be in there that I just noticed. Where did it go? Is that it? Yes. It's a bit of fluff. Probably fell off my heat gun. Like a little wave. Got something happening here which is really interesting. I'm going to leave it. Okay, it's really, really cool. So I'm going to leave it there. And here, see how it's, you can actually see underneath there. That is a real bugger. So, and I don't have any more to cover it with. Maybe this green, because it's kind of, actually, yeah, I do. I've got all kinds of pigments here that I can use. There we go. Just picking it up off the... Now let's try and not muck this up. I'm just putting it on the side there. It's fine. Oops, nearly done it. We'll tilt it over that way a little bit, because this side's fine. Looks like I have to tilt it that way to cover that area there. So it's still okay. Haven't mucked it up. I'm going to use my hand to very gently pull this over. Wouldn't have done that, but I had to do it because right there you could really see through, and I don't want it, because the next layer is going to be just a tree, or a couple of trees, or tree of life or something like that. So I want the background to be perfect. Okay, that's why I did that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this just a little bit over here, just to give it that flow. And this one here as well, because it looks like it kind of stops there. So there you have it. Going to bring it down closer so that you can have a better look of what it actually looks like. Okay guys, so here it is in the sunlight. Look at those colours. Look at all that. I've got a couple of dints. That's because I mucked around too much with the heat gun, but that's okay because it's going to be covered after I put my tree in there. It's going to be all covered with clear resin, so it'll be fine. Look at that. How lovely is that? I'm real happy with that now.